Okay, good afternoon to all. All are welcome to this second session of day 2 on data analytics and Python. Now the current session is on numerical Python is there, that is NumPy, numerical Pythons. So this session resource person is now available with us, that is Professor Santosh Kumar sir. So before start, I'll briefly introduce Professor Santosh Kumar sir. Professor Santosh Kumar sir is now currently working as an assistant professor in Computer Science and Engineering Department, SRM University, Delhi NCR campus. Sir has completed his graduation in the year of 2008 and also get qualified with 91.86 percentile. Sir has completed his post-graduation in the year of 2010 from the Walchand College of Engineering, Sangli. It's an autonomous institute of Government of Maharashtra. Sir is now a PhD pursuing in the KL University, Vijayawada. Sirs, I have published more than 21 papers in the national and international. Also, it have 7 papers in a Scopus Index paper is there. And sir also have a data science certification from XLR Bangalore, as well as notebook expert at Kaggle platform. Sir's total teaching experience is of 12 years and sir's total teaching experience of 12 years, and sir's interested area or area of interest in the field of machine learning, parallel processing, cloud computing, etc. So with this, now I welcome Professor Santosh Kumar sir. So please take over the session. Santosh Kumar sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Please take over the session.
Okay. Good afternoon to everyone. So, as sir has the assignment, today we have to learn about numerical Python for every field whenever you have to develop your data science project. In the data science project, we have to learn a lot of things regarding computations. So as everybody has aware with these things, how to building your model. Whenever you have to building your model, at that time we have to train your data set. Whenever we have trained our data set, at that time we have to focus on some data. It may be some large size data, or it may be the small size data. So our data size will be large or small. Whenever you have to use the direct Python, so it took more time rather than the numerical Python array. So for that numerical Python array, it will consume, suppose one data set size is more than 1 lakh records are there. 1 lakh records are available in this particular data set. So in that case, it will take suppose more than 10 minutes time to train your model and do the computations for training your model. If suppose you have to use the NumPy, in that case, it will take only 0.3 seconds or 3 seconds, less than 3 seconds. So we have to understood how much huge amount of time is variation whenever we have to perform some operations on the numerical data. So NumPy is basically used for the scientific application, complex problem solving applications, as well as some data analytics whenever you have to require. So just we have to very quickly we have to introduce a small introduction part is there. So then we have to go for the demonstrations. In that case, here we are talking about what is NumPy. So our first part is what is a NumPy. I hope that everybody has got these things. So NumPy is basically used for perform the some numerical computations, or it will uses for the plotting the plotting the data on, it may be the 2 dimension, it may be the 3 dimensions. So that will provide in the terms of matplotlib. Matplotlib library as built in scikit-learn. So here NumPy, scientific Python, and matplotlib provide ready-made functionalities in the Python. Ready-made functionality means directly we have usage some kind of functions and perform the some operations. It may be the arithmetic operations, it may be the some complex operations. So very quick, we have to go for the what kind of features we have. So in that NumPy having, there are 3 different features are there. One is type multi-dimensional arrays like matrices. Multi-dimensional, it has NumPy has capable to work on the multi-dimensional arrays. Fast numerical computations, as earlier I said. So if you have to use the normal Python functions, or we have to develop the Python functions, in that case, it took more than 10 minutes. And if you have to use the NumPy, it will take some small amount of time to perform the such type of computations. And last features is known as high-level mathematical functions. So there are 3 features. One is the typed multi-dimensional arrays. It may be the integer, character, float, string, whatever type multi-dimensional arrays are there. Fast numerical computations. So computation time is very less rather than the Python. And huge number of mathematical functions are available in the NumPy. So that is known as high-level mathematical functions. So next thing is what will be the requirement. There are basic and essential things. So what will be the requirement to learn the NumPy? NumPy means numerical Pythons. So you should know a bit of Python. At least you know a Python, how to write the program in Python, how to compile and how to execute and how to analyze the result. Whatever you have a result, got it. Now, next things are why we have go for the NumPy? Why not we have to, if the normal Python is available, then why we have to go for the numerical Python? What will be the reason for that? If the normal Pythons are available, then why we have to go for the numerical Python? Why you have to do the necessary exercise? Why you have to learn so many functions? So here Python does numerical computations very slowly. Python does numerical computations very slowly. Suppose we have to assume that 1000 by 1000 matrix multiplied. Our matrix size is 1000, and suppose we are having the 3 different matrices. So one is matrix size A is 1000 by 1000, matrix B is 1000 by 1000, and matrix C is again multiplied resultant matrix is known as 1000 by 1000. You can imagine that suppose 1000 row and column matrix is represented in terms of the row and column. So in the single row there are 1000 elements are there, and the single column 1000 elements are there. So you can imagine that how much total element, or in the numerical Python language, what will be the size of this particular array. Matrix is represented as 2 dimensionals. So what will be the size of this particular array? So what will be the size for this particular array? So for that 1000 by 1000, there are total 10 lakhs. Total 10 lakhs elements are available. So in this computations, Python triple loop takes, so here for matrix multiplication, we have to use triple for loops. So Python triple loop takes for more than 10 minutes. And same application as it is, we have to perform the computations on the help of numerical Python library, and this Python library are available on scikit-learn. So in NumPy, in short form, numerical is represented as num and Python is known as py. So here we have to combine these 2 words and we have to find NumPy in short form. In complete long form is known as numerical Pythons. So here instead of numerical Python, now we have uses NumPy in short form. So NumPy will take only 0.03 seconds. So here, these are the data representation in Python, and these are representation in C. If you have to use the data representation integer in the Python, it will use the 2 different fields. One field are known as Python object Python object head, and another is known as digit. So in the C integer, directly they have to associate it, or they have to write in memory in this particular locations. So here, if you have to store the single integer, it will take the some amount of memory. If you have to use the Python integer, it will take that some different amount of memory size, because here we need to consider for the Python object head as well as value of this particular variables. So because of this, whenever you have to access these things, so suppose slowly we have to go for this structure. Here this structure is numpy array. In that, how the data will be accessed, and Python list are there, how they have to access the data. In that Python object health length, Python object head length, here addresses are there, and then you have to access the memory in the normal Python. But in the case of numpy array, directly we can access the values. So instead of you have to storing these particular things, multiple searching, multiple retrievals are there, multiple reading and writing is going on, so it will take consume the more amount of time, and it will consume the less amount of time. That is the difference between C and Python list. And how these are the different type of data types which are available. Different type of data types, they have to support it in the numerical numpy data type: boolean, integer, float, and complex. So here this is the totally new things are there: complex and complex 64 and 128 bit. 128 bit is one kind of data representations are there. It is a data representations are there. So for that, here boolean, integer, float, and complex numbers are there. Now, which type of overview? So here today we have to talking about the different kind of operations on the array and indexing. Mathematical, so we have to learn the some kind of mathematical operations. So now we have to start directly go through the some demonstration.
Yes, Santosh sir, may I audible to you? Santosh sir. हेलो, होगा क्या नहीं? अच्छा अच्छा, नेटवर्क नहीं है। ओके 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 ओके। यस यस यस, ओके ओके।
Audible?
Yes, you are audible, sir.
Audible, sir? Yes,
Yes,
yes.
yes.
Sorry for these corrections. 10 to 15 minutes we have to waste our time because of the internet corrections. So now we have to continue for this. Okay, we are talking about the array properties of array. So my slide is visible to everyone, sir?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Visible.
Okay. So just we have to go for the quick basic things about the array. So in the NumPy supported different kind of arrays. One is determining the size, shape, how much size they have to require, what will be the shape, whether this is the 2-dimensional, 1-dimensional, or memory consumptions, like that. So here we are talking about indexing of the array, and slicing of the array, reshaping of the array, as well as joining and splitting of the array. So there are different kind of operations. So here we are talking about the arrays. So what kind of arrays here? Array will be represented in terms of the vectors, matrices, images, and tensors, convolution neural networks. So directly we have to go for the some demonstration part, how the array will be look like, how it works, and just stop the sharing. Just we have to go through the directly notebook. So here we are talking about the, I think everybody is familiar with the Jupyter notebook, sir. So shall I continue for this notebook?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so our first task is how you are going to load the NumPy. Our first statement is import NumPy as a NP. So here, if you have to type here import NUMPY as 2. Previously, I was talking about the import means just you have to calling the library. Library is known as NumPy. NumPy is short form of the numerical library. So this name is too big. Instead of that, here we have to prepare some small variable, and that variable will be treated as NumPy. So NumPy alias NP. NP is equivalent to NumPy. Instead of NumPy, we are directly calling here NP. So this is the part of how you are going to load your library on the interpreter. So here import NumPy as a NP. Whatever operations we have performed here, all things just uses the NP instead of NumPy. Somebody has uses here NumPy dot, you have to call some another functions. I hope that everybody got it. So remember that if you in your computers or in your Jupyter notebook, in your Python, if the NumPy is not installed, just you have to use a simple command that is known as pip install NumPy. Pip install NumPy in your command prompt. Automatically, this thing will be check your system background. Whatever requirements are there, they have to discuss about the requirement, and then after requirement, they have to check the system configurations. After configurations, they have to download the data, which are the latest versions are available. NumPy 1.1, 1.9, 1.2, whatever NumPy is available, and that will be installed. Only 3 statements are there. Pip install NumPy. After that, here you have to go for the, this is the run button is there. If you have to go through, just here star symbol is there, it means that processing is going on. Now our second statement is import NumPy as NP2. If I am talking about NP, also it will work. NP2 also it will work. Now again you have to run it. Run is a command here. Directly you have to press the button and execute it. Now here in means input 1, whatever output. So here only one input is there, import NumPy as a NP. Into import NumPy as a NP2, the basics. So how our first function is how we going to create the array. A is a variable. Our first function is here array. So here, how are you going to write here? Suppose s equal to np. Whenever you have to call the functions, so this array functions belongs to the np, means numpy. So here you have to put np dot array array, and here is a function symbol. After function symbol, here you have to supply the Python list. In that list, we have to talking about 8, 9, 23, 56, 80, 78. 5 elements are there. So in the Python, everybody knowing about the list of the Python is, this is a list. This is a list. 8, 9, 23, 56, 78 are the element of this particular list. And you can write here, just you have to check it now. After that, here you have to put the separated comma. This is a list. This is a list. This is a list. Now here you have to write here. Now you have to write here data D type. D type is known as, D indicate the data type, indicate the comma int 30, integer, which type is 32. Already you have to discuss about the data type. Now here you have to execute it. Now successful execution is going on. Again here you have to add the cell one more. Now here you have to print. Here you have to directly put here s. Put here. Now this is a array. In that our elements are 8, 9, 23, 56, 78. Also you can check it here. Again you have to s dot d type. It means that s dot pe. D type is a function. Again, okay, s is a small. Here this is a capital. This is not a function type. So here, if you have to use it, s is a capital, so it is a case sensitive also. So if you write here s is a small, we have to got the error. So d dot type. So d dot type is integer, data type is 32. This is a one kind of, this is very basic things are here. This is a very basic things are there. I hope that everybody got it. You can also, these things we have here represent in terms of the, here you have to put it here, list 1 equal to here put it 4, 6, 1, 8, 20, 14, 48. How many elements are there? And now if you have to write here, here you have to passing the parameter like that. You can write here d equal to np dot array, np dot array. This is a one kind of functions. np dot array is a functions. Here you have to apply list list 1. Now here you have to display d. Same thing here. What kind of variable here you have to prepare? Here we have to prepare list 1. List 1 is a variable. In that variable, elements are a, 6, 1, 8, 20, 15, and 48. In that list, these are the elements which are available in the list 1. So instead of this complete member of the complete element which are available in the list, so directly here you have to passing this particular list in the as argument of the array, and then n equal to np dot array list 1. I hope that everybody has got it. Now you can write it here. You can write it here. D dot d type. D dot d type. Now here it IA32. Note the data type. Here we can directly passing the list, and then they have to consider data type is IA32. If we sometimes we are knowing about the element, but we don't have known about which type of data type in this particular list is containing. particular is containing. So now after that, here we have to use the array. Data type is there. Here, this is a two-dimensional array. This is a two-dimensional array. So here we have to 9.0, 8.0, 7.0. So here also we can provide. Here also we have to provide different list like here we have provide like that. T equal to here we have to provide T equal to np dot array function symbol, this bracket open, 8.7 comma 4.5 comma 6.3 comma. Now here we have to provide 4 element in this list comma 8.5 comma 8.3. How many elements are there? 1, 3, 4, 5. Now here you have to provide another list. In this list 5.2 comma 6.2 0.254 comma. How many elements are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Now again more elements are there. 3.2 comma 8.4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Now here you have to put T. Here you have to put T. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 elements are there. So here now error is there. IPython input 1144864382 like that, this error. So data type not understood. What is the meaning of this one? What is the meaning? In this particular single array, here you have to prepare the list. Inside the list, here our array is look like. Why these things are here? So for that, here syntax is there. Here syntax will be, syntax is look like, our syntax is np dot array. Here we have to put list symbol. Inside the list there are two different lists. This is a list 1 comma again list list 2. There are two different lists are there. So here our complete things are like that. This is a sublist. This is a sublist 1 and 2, and now they have to prepare the third list, that is known as this is a list. This list again start up to this, and this list start from the this, and now we have to prepare a single list, and you can also here put here another list that is known as list 3. So how it will look like? Now we have to see here how this type of y equal to np dot array np dot array. So here put first, this is a function. So now we have to put the function symbol. This is a list. In that list there are 3 different lists are there. So for that this list 1 is there, 4 comma 3 comma 8 element separate by the comma. Another second list. In the second list this is a note to the 4 7 comma 0 comma 9. Another third list again separated by list 1. This is list 1, this is list 2. Now this is a list 3. So comma 9 comma 8 comma 1. So what will be the result? Result will be look like. There are 3 different lists are there. This is a single list. This is a single. This is a another list. List 2. This is a list 3. There are 3 different lists are there. List 1, list 2, list 3, and now we have to prepare the array of this one. In this array, how many rows are there? There are 3 rows and 3 columns are there. So here different rows. Now here we have to get the some functions or some objects that is array dimensions. So how you are going to check it? So for this function here you have to check it y dot ndim. Ndim means n for number of dimensions. So here we have to got it. How many dimensions are there? 2 dimensions are there. So row columns are there. After that operation dimension, after that shape, just here you have to check it. Which type of shape we have to? So here shape is there. So so here I dot shape. Now shape is 3 by 3 matrix are. After shape, and third one is data type. Already you have to discuss this, and get size. What about the size? Size here our function, here our object item size. So for that here we have to write here after shape here we have to put it y dot item size. Now item size. What will be the represent? How many item size are there? 4 are there. Why this is a 4 item size are there? Why item size are 4? Y dot item size is there. Shape is 3 by 3 and dimension is 2 by 2. Dimension is 2D. One is row, another is columns are there, another is size is there, bytes are there. How many amount of total? Get size is 4. Get total bytes are there in the here. For that item size, before that we must have knowledge about y dot size. These are the attributes. Size means complete matrices of this one. Now here you have to increase the size of this matrix 4. Here again increase the size 8 comma. This comma we have to delete. 4 by 4 matrices. Now we have to check how many sizes are there. Now 4 by 3 by 4 matrix are there, 3 row and column. Dimensions are there, 2 dimensions are there. Disable shortcuts are there. So here is 2 dimension. Shape is now shape is 3 by 4. 3 row and 4 columns. Size is there. Now your size will be updated. How many sizes? 4 into 3, 12 size are there. These are the attributes these are the basic attributes of the sizes. Once again, okay. Can you explain the item size 4? But before item size we have to discuss about the size, then we have to go for the item size. Definitely we have to sure. Now int size 4 byte, integer size is 4 byte. It depends on the number of operating system, which operating system you have to use int size. Here you have to integer size 4 bytes. Another is, so first question is, am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Somebody has written in comment chat box. So no. Then your question is, can you explain the item size is 4? Yes, definitely. But here, please explain the y dot n dimension once. So here n dimension. N means here, just you have to wait, add here, mark down in the top. N dim is represent as number of DIMENSION. N dim represent number of dimensions. Number of dimensions. So this is, can I say this is matrix, row and column. So 2 dimensions means here, if you have to go for the vertically, this is a first row, second row, and third row. Horizontally, if I'm talking about, in horizontally, if I'm talking about, horizontally, if I'm talking about, this is a first column, this is a second column, third column, this is a fourth column. If I'm talking about, this is a first row, can I say this is a 2-dimension? Can I say this is the 2-dimension? Now this is a second column. Again here, this plane is 2-dimension. This plane is again 2-dimension. Again, this is known as first row, second row, third row, first column, second column, third column. So this is a y dot endim represent as number of dimensions are available. Number of dimensions are, how many number of dimensions are there? Shape 3x4 sizes. Now we are talking about item size. What about the item size? Item size. Now what more questions are there? I hope that everybody has got it. Dimensions. If the 3 dimensions are there, this is known as 3 dimensions. But here, whatever operations we have to perform, these are the only 2 dimensions are there. Now, shape means how many rows are there and how many columns are there. Y dot size means how many number of elements are available. Element means how many 1000 by 1000 matrices are there. How many elements are available in matrices? That is known as 1000 by 1000. It is known as total 10 lakhs element are there. It means that in this matrix you can calculate it, you can count it 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 and 12. So total 4 into 3, total 12 elements are there. So that is known as size of matrices. Size of, not to the matrices, size of array. But there are 3 basic features are there here. In that our features are there. Here our features are there. Basic features are there: shape, size, and dimensions. These are the attributes. Now people are talking about the ND array, means 1D. Here whatever 2D array is there, 2-dimensional array. Item size. What about the what is the item size? So here we have talking about if you get size a dot, means here we are talking about y dot item size, y dot item. I have done the mistake here. Item. Item size. What will be the item size? What will be the value of this one? So here size is what will be the size? Item size is what item? You guess? Anybody, please? Can you guess? Can you guess? What will be the item size? Item size is nothing but it is representation of, in this array, which type of elements are there? All are the integer elements are there. Each every element, whenever we have to store, how much amount of memory to store, so this is known as our 4. So y dot item size, 4 bytes are required to store the integer. Somebody has given the answer in the chat box. So our 4 columns, this is items. No, sorry, this is not a part of this one. 4 column, no. item size indicate that item, this is a, this is item, this is item, this is item, this is item. So here our individual item, how much size you have to require. So that is known as items individual element, item size. If you have to consider some different data type, your item size may be different. If you have to use the some different data type, your item size may be vary. Now we are talking about some different, we are talking about here some accessing or changing the values. Now whatever your accessing changing the variable, accessing or changing specific elements in the elements row, column etc, extra whatever things you have to update. Now here suppose we have put the sum b equal to, you have to create np dot, already you have to array, np dot array, put it function symbol. Now here you have to put 7 comma 3 comma 4 comma 8 another list is there separated by comma, another list is there 7 comma 9 comma 7 comma 9 comma 3, not to the 3 different element is there 1 comma 6. Here 2 times I have to write 7 instead of 7. Here you have to put the 4 and here you have to put the 5. Now we have to display the value of a. You see error is there, so here you have to put individual list. Now we have to combine 7 3 4 8 like that. Now here we have to got it how the array size is specific, how we are going to put or retrieve the value specific, accessing, how we are going to access. Suppose here you have to put b 1 comma 4. What will be the values? First row, this is a row and column, so for that here we have to use it like that. For here to put the comma, put the get a specific element from array, a specific element from the array. What is the meaning of this one? So this row comma or we can say that r comma c, which row and which column. So now here we are put first row fourth column. What will be the result? First row fourth column, first row fourth column. What will be the result? Anybody guess what will be the result? first row, fourth column. Somebody is talking about the 6. Somebody is talking about the error. Why the error is there? Somebody is talking about the 8. Again, somebody is talking about the error. Why the error is there? Let's check. Check what will be the sum is error. Error is there. Index 4 out of bound. Okay, put it. Index, if I put here 4, then error is there. Index 4 is out of bounds for axis 1 with size 4, because our indexing will be a start from, again, indexing will be a start from 0 to n minus 1. 0 to n minus 1. In this case, our indexing start from 0, 1, 2, 3, but here we have to accessing the element of 0, 1, 2, 3, but our element is 4th. It means our fifth columns are 0, 1, 2, 3. Note a fifth columns are available. This is known as index 4 is out bound. Out of bound means our range, out of range. So here we have to put it here. Either you have to increase the number here, increase the element. Now in this case we have to go for accessing these things. 0th column, 1, 2, 3 and 4. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Row is 0 and 1. So accessing number is 1, 4. So this is a 0 and 1. So this is a first row. Now we have to fix the column. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. Now the result is, what will be the result? Anybody guess? What will be the result? 0 to n minus. Very good. People are talking about fourth column is not there. Very good. Some people are talking about the array. Good. Some people are talking about the 8 because they have to missing 8 is not a good answer, because a 0 index will be start from the 0. So what will be the 16? Correct result is there. So here now we have to check it. 16 result is there. So this is a accessing the element. Now accessing the specific element. Now here we are talking about now accessing get a. Now here get a specific, get a, directly we have to copy here, get a specific row. If we want to the specific row, what will be the symbol? What will be the syntax? So for that our syntax will be name of array, name of array, a specific row. Row means a specific row. So here we have to put here start from the 0 to specific. Here you have to put the colon symbol. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Here we have not putting conditions. Note there we have to put the some limit. Not put the some limit. So that is known as a specific row. That is known as our first row, because indexing will be start from 0. So our here we have to put array name kya hai? What about the array name? B. Array name is B, and here you have to put 0, colon. What will be the result? Anybody please guess what will be the result? What will be the result? result 7, 3, 4, 8, and 10. 7, 3, 4, 8, and 10. Somebody has written here 7, 3, 4, 8, and 10. First row, good, very good. Now we have to check first row. Now instead of that, here I have to put here 1. Now another we have to copy here. One 5, 9, 5, 9, 1, 6, 5, 9, 1, 6, 5, 9, 1, 6, and 16. Now what will be the for all element in the first row? Very good, correct answer is there. Now this is a specific row, a specific element. Now we are talking about the get a specific column. Similarly, here we have to write here syntax is name of array is again b, name of array again here put the some conditions. So what kind of conditions? Reverse way. So here we have put the colon, comma. Which column is there? 1. Which column is there? Suppose we have to put 1, or you can put the, because column is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if you have to put here 4 like that, so our array name is B colon comma 4. B colon comma 4. What will be the result? Anybody guess? What will be the result? What will be the result? Fourth column is 10 and 16, because here we have to, this matrix is there 10 and 16. Very good. Last column. Okay, fine. Last column is there. Now we have to check 10 and 16. So now again, this is one kind of array. In this array, there are 2 elements are there. In this array, represented in terms of the list. So here our array size is 10, 16. Now here we have to use some another indexing, a specific instead of this. Here suppose if I have write here a, not to the a, because our array name is b. In this example, array name is b. Here we have to put 0, 1 colon minus 1 colon 2. What will be the result? Anybody guess? What will be the result? What will be the result? In chat box, please write it. What will be the result? 10, 16. 10, 16. 10, 16. Okay, just we have to check first, then we have to go for the syntax, then we have to do the things. First, let me clear 3 and 8. 3, 8. Last two. Now, first of all, we have to discuss about the syntax, then we have to discuss about the syntax, then we have to discuss about the, this is known as fancy indexing fancy. So for that, here our syntax is start start here we are talking about the start index colon separated by colon e and end index start. It's better you are talking about like that. Start index end index again colon, that is known as step size. Now this is known as 1. Starting index is 1. Here our starting index is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4. So here in this case, start index to end index and step size. Step size is how much incremented. 1, 2, 3, 4. Counter is there. So 1 is 1 incremented by 1. 2 is there incremented by 2. 3 is there incremented by 2. So here, if I am put here, B is a name of array. So here you can put it here, name of array. In this example, can I say B is a name of array? Here, this comma, before comma, they have to represent row and column. This is a row and column. So here we have to fix this is a 0th row. 0th row, start from 1. Python support negative index also. If we have to talking about the -1, they have to consider the upper index. So upper index is upper G. Our upper index means column will be start from 0 to 4. So here start from the 1. So here our starting index is 1. Starting index is 1. It's better we have to go for this one. So our starting index is 1. 1 minute, just wait. Our starting index is 1. Starting index is 1. Ending index is -1. Ending index is -1. That is our upper index, and step size is 2. Now we have to go for our matrix. Now we have to go for our 0th row is there. 1, start from the 1 and step to 1 to up to 4th. 4th means this is -1, -2, -3, -4, -5. So here this is our 0th row. This is our 3. Step size is 2. So we have to 1 and 2. So we have to consider 2. Again, you have to go for the last index. So here we have to complete our limit. So our element is 3 and 8. So our element is 3 and 8. I hope that everybody got this particular statement. Is there any difficulties in this? Have you got it? Have you any difficulties in? Am I audible, sir? Am I audible? Am I audible? Yes. So now, how to calculate upper index and step? Upper index is, just you have to wait one second. We have to explain upper index. Upper index is like that. Upper index is, how to calculate here? Index will be 0, 1, sorry. Now normal index is 0, 1, 2. Okay, it's better 2, 3. Now upper index is here our 0, 1, 2, 3. But if I'm talking about minus 1, comma, minus 2, comma, minus 3, comma, minus 3, comma, minus 4, comma, minus 2, comma. Now here we are talking about the minus 4, minus 3, minus 2, minus 1. So here minus 2, 1 is upper index in this case. So our limit is here. Here limit is minus 1. Minus 1 means last. Minus 2, minus 3. If you have to put here, minus 2. What will be the result? You can check it. Your result is only 3. But here our actual is minus 1. Our result is look like 3, 8. So our Python will be supported both the index. Python will be support the both the index. This is a start from 0 to n and minus 1 to 0 and minus n. Minus 1 to n minus n. So see, this is a 0 to n minus 1. This is our first, and this is second each, n minus n 2, n minus n 2, n minus n 2 minus 1, minus 1, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4 up to n. Python will be support both the indexing. I hope that everybody has got this particular statement. Python will support both the things. 0 to n minus 1. Here 3 is equivalent to the minus 1, 2 is equivalent to minus 2, 1 is equivalent to the minus 3, and 0 is equivalent to the minus 4. And how to calculate upper index? In this way, you have to calculate the upper index. I hope that everybody has got it. So now time is over. Already we have to consume our 10 minutes because of the some technical issues. So we have to stop here. Power sir, Sushant sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Now time is 2:30, so we have to stop here.
Yes. Any questions from the participants?
Please put your question in the chat box.
Yes, yes, sir. Will share the sheet. No issue.
I will share the sheet, and whatever updated sheets are there, and many more functions will be also available indoor. Because in 1 hour, it's only simple things we have to complete it. Okay, shall I stop, sir?
Yes, yes, yes. I think no questions from the participants. So that already addressed these questions. Yes, Sridhar sir will share the files, no issue. We will collect all the materials and provide to you at the end of the sessions. Okay, so thank you. So I'll conclude these sessions. So on behalf of Sandeep Foundations, Sandeep Institute of Engineering and Management, Nashik, sir, we would like to express our heartful thanks to serving as a resource person for the short-term training program on data analytics with Python, sponsored by AICTE. You have took your busiest time to address these sessions. So thank you very much, sir. And again, for your contribution and time and effort to the success of SCTP, and hope the same cooperation in the future as well. So thank you so much, sir.
Okay, thank you, sir. Now we have to stop here.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. So participant, the next session will be at 3 p.m. So have a tea and we will join back again at 3 p.m. The next session will be on the data visualization by Mr. Tushar Kute, sir. So we'll meet again at 3 p.m. Thank you.